Hey everyone. Some of us talk about and understand the reality that the control system, the ruling class, the Satanists, the dark occult, whatever you want to call them, they feed off of negative energy. They feed off of negative, low vibrational expressions, such as, well, in general, fear, right? Fear, but such as shame, insecurity, doubt, like hardcore doubt, self loathing, loathing in general. It feeds off of toxic forms of anger, unharnessed anger, I'll say. Greed. It loves it. It loves it. It eats it up. It's fuel. It and it feeds off of really, I think it feeds off of anything you give it, anything you provide it. Right? Even if you're giving it this like appreciation for existing, right? If you're giving this control system for whatever reason, you're giving the control system this appreciation for existing, not in the form of observance, not in the form of I see it for what it is, not in that form. I'm talking about, because in that form, you're not giving it energy. If you're just aware of it, you're not giving it energy. I'm talking about like, oh, I love you, system. Thank you for existing. Thank you for teaching me all these lessons. You know, because the system does have value to an extent because it's just a reflection of what we are. It's just a reflection. We manifest mirrors in our reality constantly. It's all this reality is. It's a big mirror of what's taking place inside of us. But anyways, the system feeds off of our energy. It feeds off of the fear. It feeds off of those low vibrational states of being and expressions. It needs it to live. It needs it to thrive. It needs it to breathe, to be something. It needs it to be something in this reality. As illusory as its existence is, it needs something. It needs us breathing life into it, the screen, the idea of government, the idea of authority, the idea of an individual has the right to rule over another individual. It needs us to breathe life into that thought, that idea for it to exist. Right. We understand that. But to go a little bit further with that, not only would the system collapse if we withdrew our energy from it, and we withdrew our energy from thoughts of it being able to exist or existing in general. Like we withdraw all of our power, not only externally from the system itself, because that's only that's gonna help to an extent. But what we need to really withdraw our energy from is the thought of it existing itself. Like the thought of it existing. That's what we have to withdraw our energy from. The thought, the idea, the concept that authority even exists, the concept that government, mind control even exists. That's it. That's the key, man. That's the key. And then to take another step further, the system needs us because it eats us. It's fueled by our energy. Okay. I know I've said this a million times in this video already, but here we go. It feeds off our energy. But you know what the system is? Do you know what the control system actually is? It's only a reflection. It is a literal manifestation, a solidification of what's taking place internally. It is a manifestation, a physical manifestation of our negative thoughts, of how we see reality, of how we see ourselves. So that's why if you stop giving energy over to these fear-based thoughts and these fear-based emotions and all these things, that's why the system would crumble, because the system, it would cease to be, because you're no longer literally creating it and allowing it to be, because the lessons learned. Because, hey, I don't need this reflection anymore. I don't need this particular, creation, this seeming creation, this illusion, this mirror. I don't need it anymore. So it's not as much withdrawing your energy from government, from authority, it's withdrawing your energy from the idea, the very concept the image that we have impressed into our minds. It's withdrawing our energy from that. That's how you take the system down. And if enough of us can be aware of that, become aware of that within ourselves, within our psyches, within our makeup, within our beings, then the system falls. Then the system goes away. Because the system is literally only a physical manifestation like this pen, right? I thought I wanted a cool pen. I wanted an older pen. I wanted a pen that writes really smooth, and I like Cross pens, the brand Cross. So I manifested this pen. It's an older pen. I like it. I like the way it writes. I manifested it in my reality, and that's what the control system is. It's this seemingly physical manifestation of something that we are feeding internally in our minds, in our beings, ultimately in our minds. It's a outward expression of negative energy. It is an outward expression of negative internal energy. And yes, I'm using the term negative, positive, whatever. I don't really like to use those terms, but you get what I'm saying. I'm speaking in this way to relay a message. I'm always speaking in certain ways to only relay a message. My videos are stepping stones. That's all they are. They're not an end. They're not an answer. They're not a key. There can be keys that you can draw from them, but they're not a key in and of themselves. The only thing that's complete is beyond the words, it's beyond the concepts, it's beyond the objects, it's beyond the pens, it's beyond the control systems, beyond the concept that we have of love and connection and all those things. Just wanted to say that really quick. So, yeah, withdraw your energy from the system, but you got to withdraw your energy from the concept of the system. The concept that you have, the idea that you have about the system. That's all. That's all. Because all the system is a outward expression of internal negative energy, internal fear, internal the need for security, internal self-loathing, internal I don't want to be responsible for myself, internal I don't want to face myself, so I manifest these proxy daddies and mommies in my reality to take care of me and pamper me. And as soon as we take responsibility for ourselves, as soon as we step into our strength, our power, what we are, the system goes away just like that.